Hey guys, now I've just come home from seeing, well, if you can't tell by my nail color, well, these two might. And well, yes, I just came back from seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, or I could also call it Deadpool 3. This is very much what I would call a big old love letter to Marvel's Fox universe. Definitely a good old love letter with a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of things that you would notice if you were or are a fan of what Fox has done with the Marvel universe. And weirdly enough, I am wearing an I Am Groot t-shirt. Now, this storyline really picks up with Wade or Deadpool sort of coming to terms with not really having a purpose in life, a team, you would say. And he wants to be an Avenger. He not really sure. He decides to take on a bit of a menial job, which is when we have the TVA, which I believe it's the first time we've seen the TVA in the movies. I do believe they are featured in Loki. Now, I never sat through Loki, but I believe that's sort of the guys that are sort of running Loki, I believe. And pretty much we meet Mr. Problematic, Mr. Paradox, I should say, not Problematic, Mr. Paradox, who pretty much tells Wade that his champion of his universe is dead, which we sort of put as, well, Wolverine. Specifically, Logan's Wolverine is this world's champion, and they are slowly closing his world down. And Wade goes, no. He goes looking for a Logan to replace his Logan, which he starts him on down a bit of a rabbit hole, where he finds a Logan, brings him back to his universe, and we find out he's a bit of an asswipe. Mr. Problematic sends them to the Void, which is where we see the bulk of the cameos in this movie. We meet Pyro, we see Juggernaut, we see Sabretooth, Toad makes a brief appearance, Lady Deathstroke makes a brief cameo. And they did not forget about the original Fantastic Four, because we see the vehicles and we see Christopher Evans reprising his role as Johnny Storm, which is not his first and not his only comic book character. Through Johnny, we realize that there is a segment of survivors who are in like the fringe area, which is where we bump into technically 3 characters we've already met, and a variant of a character we've already met. Who am I referring to? We have Channing Tatum as Gambit, who was promised his own movie. So I like that little foresight of he finally got to play the role of Gambit. We see Jennifer Garner reprising her role as Elektra. Wesley Snipes reprising his role as Blade. That, my friend, well, Ryan actually made an appearance in Blade 3 as the character of Wade Wilson, Deadpool, in a non-comic book accurate character. Well, actually, he played a role that was inspired, I should say. And we see Lauren, or X-23. Now, I've forgotten who the actor's name is, but if that name does not sound familiar, that is Logan, the little girl he tried to protect in Logan. And let's just say they all come up with a plan to go up against Cassandra Nova, who is actually Charles Xavier's twin sister, who has almost the identical powers of Charles, but she needs to be in physical contact with the subject to read their mind, while Charles can just do it effortlessly. That's where she finds out about the Void Ripper. That, my friend, is a bit of a MacGuffin, I have to say. Now, she goes back to, I believe it is 100, I believe. So the 100 or the 616, I'm not exactly sure which universe. And she starts to use it. And I'm not going to tell you exactly the ending, but I can say for sure this is a fantastic goodbye to the Fox universe, I have to say. If this is the definition of the end of the Fox Marvel movies, I have to say this is a very well done movie in that aspect. And I feel it's very much what I would call a love letter to the fans of I would say comic book movies in general, but the Fox universe specifically, because they dropped that many cameos from the Fox specific universe, except for Happy was the only one from the MCU that came over to this one. But this is very much a very well crafted movie, and I have to say Hugh and Ryan were at their absolute cinematic best. You could feel their chemistry just oozing off the screen completely. Even though they're supposed to be butting heads the whole time, it never feels like that. They definitely feel that they have their conflicts, but they work through them very nicely. And the fact that they are beings that can't really be killed makes a lot of their individual fight scenes quite funny. And if this is their swan song, I have to say this is very well done. And Sean Levy and Ryan and Husey really did those two characters are real solid. And I saw this twice before this review. This is so well done that I'm debating whether to go and see it again.
Second time in a row.
We will see. Have you sat through Wolverine and Deadpool? Get a good look at these suckers. And please write that in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Is there any other particular movies you want me to check out? Also, let me know. And I shall see you very, very soon. Ciao.